It all started with the first and the second postponement. Later on, it was cancelled out. I'm talking about the Choma Fest 2018. But the big question is, who killed it and why? And which motive did he or she or did they have? A week earlier, the most wanted comedy night was a mess. Then, what did you want from the organizers? Join me, Stephen Njohi, as I get deeper to this story. Why the Choma Fest was cancelled out. We talked to Honorable Bevel Magina, the sports and entertainment representative in Rimuru campus, who gave us a deeper insight on what Choma Fest is all about and its genesis.
Choma Fest initially was an idea created by the Spusa government and students, for students to come together and to just have fun, eat nyama choma, and enjoy each other's company, you know, to bond.
According to Honorable Bethon Magina, several things happened during the preparation of the fest that led to the unfortunate cancellation.
I can say that there was many things that went wrong. There's many things that contributed to the disaster that of what happened. First of all, the Choma Fest was a zero budget event. By a zero budget, I mean we had no money to buy posters, we had no money to buy meat, we had no money to hire DJs, to hire performances. There was no money at all. We were starting from zero. The only source of funding that we were having was from ticket sales. And we needed to sell the tickets in before, let's say like a week prior or maybe 3 days prior to the event, so that we'd have enough money to get the equipment, get the meat, get the food, get everything ready for that event.
As we were doing investigations, we came to find out that some students or some members of the committee came with their own interest, apart from the general interest of the students.
It got really political. I don't want to mention names, but of course there were grudges, there was political grudges. There were people who were out to destroy the success of this event. And then also, on the poster it said that this was a Spusa event. So the people, other campuses felt like they were not really included, although it was a Spusa event. You know, when you say Spusa, it means like the whole of SPU. There's Spusa in Nakuru, there's Spusa in Machakos and Nairobi. So they're saying that they were not aware of the event and they felt that they were not included, even though we were selling tickets to those campuses.
There were serious claims that emerged during our investigations that Spusa leaders from other campuses were never consulted on this whole issue of the Choma Fest.
That particular day when we were talking in the group, I was receiving messages from Governor Ole, Nairobi campus. He's the deputy president of this university. He was never consulted anything, according to what he told me. So if the deputy president is not consulted, and we expect people from other campuses to come and attend the event, then it will be a flop. The governor for Nakuru campus explained himself that he was also not consulted, you know, leave alone Machakos, because Machakos, they have complained for the longest time.
We took a step ahead and talked to Nairobi Governor Honorable Gilbert Ole Kuronoi, who backed up these claims, and I quote, "Yes, I was not. And not only me, Nakuru and Machakos Governing Council." With these claims in our minds, we spoke to Rimuru Campus Governor Honorable Emmanuel Sudi, who stated that the event was organized by Spusa leaders in conjunction with the students, and they had plans to involve students and leaders from other campuses, but they were hit by some challenges that made them not to reach other campuses.
This event was being organized by Spusa leaders and also some students who were part of the committee. So I don't know, I don't understand how we can be spending sleepless nights having meetings frequently in the evenings, sacrificing our time, only for us to come and kill the event later on. It's not logical. That doesn't make sense. Well, actually, everything was going on smoothly, going well. And we were also to include other campuses, to pull in Machakos, Nakuru, and Nairobi for this event. Because initially, the first edition, it was only for Limuru campus. But there are some leaders, there are other, not per se leaders, but other students from other campuses who also knew about the event and also made it to the event. But this time we were making it official, like officially inviting other students to come. A challenge hit us just on our way. A student, it is a student actually, not a SPUSA leader, not a committee member. A student began having different views to this. And by that, this student began, it was like an incitement against Choma Fest, simply because the views from other people were saying, maybe because you're not part of the committee, maybe because you're not given something to do in the event, And mind you, when we were campaigning, we were telling people, we are going to give you platforms to exercise your talents and your skill. So this student, I think, felt bad or something, but not included. And then also to make things worse, other people were saying he had personal issues with some specific members of the committee. I'm not aware of the members. That is, people are suggesting other people who had bought tickets, students, not even SPUSA leaders or committee members. Some students were suggesting, how about you just do the event for the few who have bought tickets? I'm sure you can work out something on that. Others were saying, postpone the event. Others were saying, ignore them. You carry on with the event. They'll even come and buy tickets at the day of the event. But you see, with this kind of event, we'd need people to buy tickets earlier so that we sit down and work on the logistics. To even know that we even went an extra mile rather than that, we called this specific person to the committee in a meeting. We told them, okay, come, tell us what's the problem. I like it when someone identifies a problem and offers you a solution. It doesn't mean that if we are leaders, we are smarter than everyone. No. There's some things I may be doing wrong, and you know that this is not right. Come and tell me, hey, this, how about you do this? You'd have opened my mind to a bigger picture, So we called him over to the committee meeting and like, okay, tell us what are we not doing right in this event? What should we change? And to make you realize that his issue is not even with committee or with SPUSA, he politicized the situation, telling us that students are, that he's representing very many people. Students are not happy about, number one, the prize, the committee, the marketing of this event. You see, there's no way we can be putting all our effort in this, and then on the ground, we are having some people who are fighting us. We won't achieve it. Mind you, this is an event for the students. It is not our event.
Honorable Sudi stated that political milestones among certain members who were not members of the committee was the major barrier to the success of the 2018 Choma Fest. But the big question is, what did they do about it? And how do they plan to address such an issue in future? For SPU Investigative Desk, I'm Stephen Wanjoy.